4, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
Hard to miss. Another gray day full of rain, wind, and cold. Check out the map here. There's plenty more of it on the way.
This is a busy week to travel. The weather having an impact. Rainy roads in Tallahassee, Florida. There are storms moving in from that direction. Up in Detroit, fog covered the airport today. Planes did continue to land and take off.
We also captured this shot earlier today. Lots of fog and rain in Philadelphia, another busy airport. That's some of the drivers on the I-95 in that holiday commute. Back now to the upstate, a live look from the Hilton Greenville Skycam. Yeah, kind of all the same, isn't it? Cold rain, even some storms maybe on the way. Meteorologist Chris Justice is in for John. Chris, this is going to hang around a while longer, right?
It is. We've got about another 24 hours before we're out of the woods. Then things shape up in a big way heading into Christmas Day. Live Super Doppler 4 HD tracking the blanket of rain across our area. The good news is the heavy band of showers I was tracking earlier has now dissipated to just moderate rain. I guess you could say that's an improvement here. Across Greenville County, seeing some moderate rain back down toward 385, also in Anderson County, and then back up toward the mountains. All of Henderson, Transylvania, and Buncombe County just covered in the rainfall. We're going to see more of this. It's just the first round right here. A tornado watch down toward the south in Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama, where the cold front is. They're dealing with temperatures nearly 70 degrees. That instability should stay down toward the south. We will get a little bit of it while we'll see a couple of claps of thunder. Our greatest threat will be from the heavy rainfall heading into the overnight hours. I've got the severe threat index at a 1 out of 10 right now. There is the chance that some of those storms could contain some gusty winds. The best chance of that will be south of I-85. Now, the biggest threat is going to be the rainfall. We're talking about just torrential rainfall heading into the overnight hours, a washout tonight and throughout the first half of tomorrow. But as we head into Christmas Day itself, much better weather moves on in. I'll time it out for you coming up here in just a few minutes.
Chris, thank you. Now to Anderson, and brace yourself for this one. You're looking at some of the mess left behind after a sewage spill inside Anderson City Hall. One broken sewer line caused all this. Ceiling tiles collapsed, carpet was soaked, electronics are ruined, to say the least. WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither is live and local in Anderson for us tonight. Mandy, the pipe has been fixed, right?
Well, that's right. The maintenance crews here with the city have fixed the pipe, but the city is also calling in professionals that deal with this sort of thing on a daily basis to come in, check it out, and make sure this doesn't happen again.
So it came down in this room.
It's not the Monday afternoon anyone here had in mind. In the judge's offices at Anderson City Hall, a line burst, causing sewage to pour in through the ceiling tiles. There was so much it went under the doors into the courtroom.
The rest of the building we closed down yesterday just because of the odor was unbearable.
The sewage was coming from a holding tank that captures waste from inmates at the federal jail. It's unknown what caused the line to break, but city manager John Moore says the system is inspected regularly.
But it came in a hurry because that big tank, once that line, that 3-inch line had ruptured, there was a lot coming down.
While the damage is still being assessed, carpet is being torn out, computers thrown out, and a lot of paperwork destroyed. Moore says all the records are backed up. It'll just take time to get it all straightened out. Meanwhile, court hearings are being held in the jail and in city council chambers while crews continue to clean up and sanitize. And the judge and others in his office will now use the conference room until everything is cleaned up. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4, live in Anderson.
And blame him from that. Mandy, thank you. Also in Anderson, a USC trustee and prominent attorney arrested last week is speaking out about what happened that night. Highway Patrol tells us Chuck Allen was in a parked truck at Whitehall and Girard Roads and behaving strangely. Troopers say they responded to a call there about a crash, but instead found Allen, they say, in his truck eating chicken wings. They say he appeared to be drunk, so they arrested him. He was taken to ANMED, but troopers say Allen refused to let a doctor evaluate him there. Allen is free on bond tonight, and today he released a statement saying he suffered a seizure related to high blood pressure that night. It goes on to say, quoting here, "I have a history of these type of episodes, as well as a long history of high blood pressure, and had not taken the prescribed medication, Benicar, that day," close quote. You'll find Allen's full statement right now on WYFF4.com.
The grieving and the search for answers continue after a terrible fire in Spartanburg County over the weekend. It happened at Southern Pine Apartments. 5 people died. Another 40 are without a home for the holidays. WYFF News 4's Allie Miles talked with loved ones of some of the victims today, and she joins us now. Allie?
And Carol, the coroner has released 4 of the 5 names of the people who died, but according to the folks I talked to, 3 of those victims are a mother, a daughter, and a son.
We had talked about any kids we wanted, everything. She meant the world to me.
Brent Nichols had been with 19-year-old Martina Curcio for less than a year, but he knew they were going to spend their lives together.
We were less than a month from moving in together.
The coroner says Martina and her 10-year-old brother Martin were 2 of the people who died in that apartment fire Saturday. They haven't released the name of the final victim, but Brent says it was Martina and Martin's mom, Libby.
All 3 of them, her brother, Martin, and her mom, Libby, they were just as caring as anybody could be.
Brent and Martina's best friend, Lindsay, are now doing what they can to raise money for the victims' funeral expenses because the family didn't have insurance.
Martina was my everything. She was my best friend. She was like my little sister. And it's like losing a piece of my heart when she went away.
And for information on how to donate to the victims, you can head to our website, WYFF4.com. Carol?
Thank you, Allie. We also talked to the relatives of that deadly weekend fire in Greenville County. Relatives of 2 little boys who lost their parents and brother are thanking the community for their support. The family's mobile home caught fire Saturday. 24-year-old Rebecca, 34-year-old Santiago Mendoza died in the fire, and so did their 1-year-old son Giovanni. 4 other children, all under 14, managed to escape, including the couple's 2 young sons. The boys attended a fundraiser with their aunt and grandmother last night at Las Garcia on Whitehorse Road. Their aunt calls the community's response to the tragedy a godsend.
We have a piece of my niece with us at all times because we have them with us. So I would just like to say thank you.
The family's church, St. Anthony of Padua Parish, is accepting money and clothing for the children's care. To learn more, call 233-7717.
The drive to a doctor's appointment ended with a man losing his life in Oconee County this morning. The coroner tells us 76-year-old Frank Hester of Seneca died while crossing the road. He was walking back to his broken-down car. WYFF News 4's Myra Ruiz with our report tonight.
Oconee County emergency crews were called to U.S. Highway 123 around 6 Tuesday morning. Investigators say 76-year-old Frank Hester was hit and killed by a delivery truck while crossing the road.
Pretty tragic, 2 days before Christmas.
The coroner says Hester was on his way to a doctor's appointment when he started having car problems, so he pulled into the Bountyland Exxon station and walked across the highway to Paws Diner. It wasn't open yet.
He said he was cold, so we let him wait inside. He had some coffee.
Workers at the diner say Hester called someone to pick him up and left to return to his car. Moments later, they noticed a commotion on the highway.
He had on a red, white, and blue jacket, and I knew as soon as I saw that red, white, and blue that it was that little man. I did hear the gentleman tell the officer when they first got there that he didn't see him.
It's pretty dark, misting.
As investigators look into the accident, thoughts and prayers go out to Hester's family.
I feel so terrible that that even happened. I really, really do. That'd be an awful thing to lose someone, especially so close to Christmas, knowing that, you know, you were on the way to get them.
Myra Ruiz, WYFF News 4, Oconee County.